Hey everyone, welcome to Seoul, Korea. Actually, we're in a very interesting area today called Seongsu. It's regarded by many and official tour guides as the Brooklyn of Korea. It's Tuesday night, July 29th, 2025. It's 6:55 p.m. Temperature is 91 Fahrenheit, 33 Celsius. And having walked through this area already, I can really say that I do feel the Brooklyn vibe here in this area. Many people say like this is a very trendy place to come to and it's the quote-unquote in neighborhood to be in right now. And you can kind of see the New York City influence with Shake Shack on this big corner and a lot of people walking around. When I walked through, I was like, yeah, I kind of feel like the Williamsburg, Brooklyn vibes here. I don't know if you feel the same as I walk through, but you let me know. There's even a bagel spot here. Yeah, Lena, it is still quite hot in Seoul. It's no joke too. I read an article that there were 11 heat-related deaths in South Korea so far with this recent heat wave. You need to really take this seriously. Stay cool, drink plenty of fluids, take breaks. I mean, it's not really good for me because every single day that I've been here, it's been 95 degrees plus, 35 Celsius plus, and I have to be outside. So about this area, it has a similar story to like Williamsburg in New York City. This used to be a industrial area filled with shoemaking factories and warehouses, and many of them got repurposed into trendy places like this one right here, Caseify Seongsu. And in the mid 2010s, a lot of like artists and creatives moved into the neighborhood, and you can kind of say that this area is still like gentrifying. This is nothing with crowds compared to what it can be on the weekends and also when it's not so hot. I think there's the popular salt bread place. It smells so good. Also, it's very easy to get to this neighborhood too. You just take line number 2 on the Seoul subway to the Seongsu station. It feels a little bit strange in that there's no sidewalks on many of these streets. People have to walk in the middle of the street and the drivers just avoid everyone. They have to go around everybody. This used to be a big warehouse, you can tell, and now it's called the Seongsu space.
아니 그래가지고 내가 내리는 거
There's actually a famous cafe called Cafe Onion that really started this trend of like hit places. It's up there. Yeah, this is just wild to me how it's such a trendy neighborhood and there's no sidewalks. People are just walking in the middle of the street. Oh, here's a sidewalk. Let's use it. What is that? Brunswick Vintage Shop, American Vintage? What do you think so far? Is the label the Brooklyn of Korea proper for this neighborhood? Sam, you just saw me walking. That's what I do. There are so many people just walking in the streets here. I guess this is part shopping mall and residences. I see balconies up there. Wonder how much it costs to live there. Look at this, they have a pink store. Kind of reminds me of that pink store in Los Angeles. This store seems so cute. Maison de Rolla Rolla. Maybe we'll take a walk over to Cafe Onion. That's the Line 2 subway ahead of us. I'm finding myself taking that subway line quite a bit. It's a very important line because it runs in a circle and it connects stops such as Hognik University, where Hongdae is, Seongsu, the City Hall, and Gangnam. Christian said this part of town looks industrial, a lot of young people out and about. Yeah, there are a lot of young people here. It's very trendy. But it's not completely developed yet. You can see here there's like a big warehouse here. It doesn't look like anything is being used in here. Cafe Onion is on the other side of the line number 2 tracks. This neighborhood's got a very grunge and industrial look to it. Would I like to visit all 50 US states? I think I'd like to one day. I visited quite a fair bit of the US states already, just driving across the country and back. Yes, Rosa, we're in Seongsu, the Brooklyn of Korea. We'll go to the other side of line 2 to show you, and then we'll walk around. Substantial Air asking if I'm going to visit the Korean folk village. That'll be something interesting to see. There's the sunset.
점심시간에 하냐고.
I just wish Seongsu had more sidewalk space. Sam's asking, what is the best place to have food in Seoul in your opinion? Wherever you are and it's decent, that's where I'm finding it. Because I'm always moving around, I don't know where I'll be sometimes with these neighborhoods, and if I'm in a place, I just pick something that looks good. Push the button. All right, let's push the button to cross. And then when the light is about to turn green, it's going to go dun dun dun. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. I think it's going to come soon. Oh, this one's a little bit different. What do you think? Does it remind you of New York City elevated subway vibes? Brooklyn JMZ? What is going on with my gimbal? I charged it last night and now it's deciding to just give up on me. The gimbal did feel hot though when I touched it. I hope these people are okay. Hopefully not a heat-related emergency. So the Cafe Onion is at the end of this block on the corner. Here it is. It's one of the trendiest cafes in Seoul. Although I would say this side of Seongsu isn't as trendy as the other side of the tracks. This is pretty much the only thing here on this side. There's still a lot of industry in Seongsu. It's still a developing neighborhood. Here's Seongsu Station. Now to cross the street again. Look at this. Some street art. Golf ball just crushed that car. Oh, it's Nike football, not a golf ball. No, what happened to my car? A giant Nike football just crushed it and now I can't claim insurance. Sam says you can't park it there. Nope. I'm walking here, dude. I can say that because this is the Brooklyn of Seoul. It's New York City. Ben says, hi AK, Kevin Wu, Daniel, nice walkabout. Thanks for joining in, Ben Lee. What do you think? Would you want to visit or live in this neighborhood? I've visited different neighborhoods in Seoul and there hasn't been a neighborhood quite like this yet. I think this street here, Yongmejang-gil, is the main street through Seongsu. You turn right here, there's a lot of activity.
여기 아니야. 나 지났어.
Maybe we'll just walk along here until the crowds start dying down. That salt bread smells so good. Holly Acai from Los Angeles. They have the big American flag along the wall to let you know they're from the US. And in front there too.
야, 어디지?
Yeah, Peter Bradfield, that's for sure. New Instagram shot unlocked. New shopping purchase, hold up your shopping bag right in front of the storefront and snap a picture. And we're back to Shake Shack again. This might be the most New York spot in Seongsu if they want to compare it to Brooklyn. Shake Shack over here, and then they have Bagel Land on the corner here. There's also places up there. Looks trendy down that way too.
어.
Rockfish Weatherwear, Cornwell of Isles of Skilly. Look at this place. This place looks like the hot spot too. They have fake cherry blossoms on the top here you can just dine at after you buy this. Oh, we gotta see this. This is pretty neat. This is what you're buying and why everyone's lining up. I think you'd spend more time like not eating this thing than you'll spend time eating it. You'll be sitting with this bread at your table like, oh, look how cute it is. And then by the time you eat it, it's gonna be all moldy. You don't want to eat it. It looks so cute. Oh, they're giving samples away.
한번 드셔보세요. 네.
Alright, we'll try it.
소스가 들어간 건데, 요거는 저희 카이막 시그니처 소스예요. 올려 드시면 간단하게 드실 수 있어요.
This one I won't feel guilty eating because it's already cut up.
말씀해보세요. 물어보세요. 어떤 빵이 어떤 건지. 지금 드시는 건 달인빵이라는 거예요. 네, 맞습니다. 소스?
I wonder how it tastes like.
It's honey and kaima.
Okay. I will try.
So inside the chestnut and cheese and our signature kaimak sauce.
Okay. Chestnut and cheese. Ooh. We will try. I mean, looks cool. It's like cream cheese, I guess. Oh. You know what? That sauce is really good. It's like a very, very soft, like whipped cream cheese like texture, and you got a little bit of frosting on the bread. It's flaky, and you do taste like cranberry in there too. Mmm. Very nice bread. Mm. You know, tastes just as good as it looks. Mm. I don't even know the name of this place, but it's good. Wow. At least I'm glad I got the sample and not the whole bread, because I'd be busy recording the bread the whole time and not wanting to eat it. Look at this, there's a line to enter this building here. Original flagship store Seongsu. And I guess this is a photo booth spot, the Mono Mansion. You can get pictures like that here. Running group coming through. So over here to the right, we have another flagship store, the Dior building. It's a really nice building. Kind of reminds me of an Apple store a little bit. And across the street from Dior, you have this one, Zazik, complete with an Instagram wall, a mirror. Looks like this is a jewelry place. I'm sure many people check in over there. This is Tier. Also another trendy place. Look at this, there's so many different mirrors here. They make this area so Instagrammable. So many props everywhere. Hello. And then you have this building. They gutted the floors, and what's left is just the underground. Kind of a cool, like, art gallery. And if anyone can tell me what the heck this is, you're welcome to. Think it's a big mushroom. Could be more than that, who knows? Samaras wants to visit a cosmetic store in Korean. Yeah, Korean's known for its cosmetics. In fact, there's a big brand here called Olive Young. They're really famous. This place seems popular too, the point of view. So I think that's pretty much it for the trendy part of Seongsu. The crowds are kind of dying out as we get to this end. Well, there's a popular egg tart store, Mei Ta Wang. Look at these egg tarts. They don't look like your normal egg tarts. There's a pizza spot over there, ASAP Pizza, with a four-way pedestrian crossing. Let's head down this way for a little bit. Bell C says, for what I see, I like this city a lot. Seoul has really surprised me a lot, and I think the weather really surprised me the most. It is really, really hot here. Hotter than any other place I've been to in Asia for this time frame. Hotter than Japan, hotter than Vietnam, hotter than China. And Vietnam and the cities I visited in China are all further south from here too. You would think they'd be hotter, but here in Seoul, it's the hottest of them all. Adam says visit in the spring or the autumn. I think that'd be a little bit better if you don't want to deal with this unbearable heat. But this is unusual for Korea. It doesn't get to be a heat wave like this all the time in the summer. We got some construction going on here. Let's take a look at this. Maybe they're building more housing here. I don't know. Belle says, you like how flat it is? I like to walk on flat ground streets, so much easier than hills. Well, you might be in for a surprise with Seoul, because not every neighborhood is like this. There's many places where you'll be walking up and down hills. Itaewon is a popular place, and that's one of them. Many of the streets in Seoul weren't really leveled out before the roads were laid out. So in many places you have roads that like go up a hill only to immediately go back down again to the exact same elevation. And these cicadas are so loud. You walk by these trees, any trees here, you'll hear them. Here they come again. Some of the loudest cicadas I've ever had to endure. So you see, not every area in Seongsu is like Trendy. There's a lot of small and quiet areas too, like near this school. You know what's the funny thing? You look up at these trees to actually find a cicada and you can never find one. When you get close, they know and they just fly away.
엄마 앞에 갔다고. 엄마 따라가야 돼.
Well, everyone, I think I'm going to wrap up my live stream here. I like to get a little bit of video recording in before the sun really gets dark. And I really hope you enjoyed this live stream of Seongsu today. I really like this neighborhood. It feels very active. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button for me, subscribe, and I'll see you around next time. Bye everyone. Take care. Take it easy.